What's going on, you all? Welcome back to Renegade Gaming. Today we're going to be talking about the tournament that we were able to play in the first ever Hunters Arena tournament that was set up yesterday on Sunday. Thank you for those of you who were in the stream hanging out. At one point we did have 12 consistent viewers just sitting in the chat having a good old time, and of course we did try our best and tried to position ourselves in such a way where it was, crucial to be at the end of the circles. But basically we finished in 6th place. If you're wondering what Hunters Arena is, I will easily explain it. It's basically, you have 3 game modes, right? Solos, you got trios, as well as tag team battle. They're 3 separate modes. Solos is a 30-player based solos battle, right? Is you have to be the last one standing. Of course, you also have the trios, which is basically 3 of you, so 3 times 10. So there's 10 different teams in the lobby, and you are part of a team of 3 to compete to be the last one standing as a trio. That's basically that. And then tag team battle is like the Mortal Kombat equivalent of swapping in and swapping out. That's what you're watching right now on your screen. That is the gameplay that I'm playing right now in the background. But that's not the focus right now. I did want to clarify what Hunters Arena is. It's basically a battle royale type game. Okay, so it's real simple. If you have any questions or anything like that, please ask them in the comment section down below. And yeah, you rank yourself up. You get to a specific position, and then you hope that your character is high enough rank to battle any other characters who are along the way, any other players. So it's PvP combat and all of that. So real simple. Just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, the tournament, I feel like it was a success for Mantisco, the company who created the game. They had it really organized, I feel like, especially for it being the first tournament that they've done with this game. It's only been out a year. They definitely had the organizational prowess, right? They did make sure that everybody was in their respective groups and things of that sort. We had a lot of groups, a lot of separate groups where basically your skill level, right? We did in the tournament, we finished in 6th place out of 24 people in our bracket, in our group. So that was pretty cool to have that experience playing with people with similar skill level, and just like that. It was an enjoyable experience for myself. Obviously, hoped that I would have been able to advance to the next round, top 2, but obviously there's a first time for everything, and I'm thankful that we were able to play in their first ever tournament. Hopefully they do have other tournaments down the road, and we can definitely be a part of those as well. One thing I noticed throughout the tournament, though, is that it was only one game. It was one match, and only the top 2 players were able to advance. I feel like in the future they're going to add something where they're going to have that format, but they're also going to have another format related to how they kind of do it in Call of Duty or other games like that, where it's like a timed kill race, right? So it's the player who has the most kills at the end of a specific amount of time. So say it's a 2-hour window, right? Play matches. If you're not getting multiple kills off the rip, you exit out and keep it going, right? And then screenshot everything. So track everything. So if it's a high kill game, 5, 6, 7 kill game, then you save that and basically you rotate it around into the next match and so on and so forth. So I hope they do that format, because I will definitely be getting involved in that, making sure that I'm prepared, more prepared than I already was in this tournament. And yeah, real simple like that. That's my opinion of what I feel like they're going to be doing in the future. How the tournament ended and stuff like that, I think it ended my time at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So we did get knocked out in the first round. So ours, I believe, ended around like 9:30, 9:40, right? But there were still people who were waiting in lobbies. So another constructive criticism, I guess, for lack of a better term, is they have it set up to where there was such a lull period in between matches. You know what I mean? Which I feel like eventually they will be moving quicker in the lull period. So what that basically means is there were too many like long breaks. Like there would be one match that lasts like 20 minutes, right? And then there would be players sitting in the lobby for like 45 minutes to an hour. How I know that is because I was watching the stream. I was watching the rest of the Twitch twitch.tv stream by Solkuro. He is a massive Hunters Arena Legends fan as well as player and streamer. So he had been hosting the entire night, and it was like prolonged, right? Where no action happening. We were waiting for people in lobbies and stuff like that. When they said, well, if you're not here by a certain time, we will start without you, which that's what they did in ours. I think we were missing like 3 or 4 players in our tournament because they did start without them. Because here, right? When you're a part of a tournament and you know you can't make it for the tournament, my opinion is don't even be a part of it. Because if you're a part of it, that's holding everybody else up, and you just wasted a spot that could have been taken by someone who, you know, actually was ready, that actually was prepared, instead of, you know, waiting for long periods of time in the sense of, you know, I'm not going to be able to make it. Well, you should have thought about that before you entered the tournament. You know what I mean? But that's nothing against Mantisco. That's all, you know, how people are sometimes in video game tournaments and stuff like that, you know? So hopefully, yeah, that is situated. I'm hoping that, yeah, less crazy wait times and more action, because I do know a lot of people were getting impatient throughout the streams and stuff like that. I was reading the chat, and they were getting impatient because, I mean, you would play a 20-minute match, right? And then you would be waiting for like 45 minutes inside the stream to see, okay, when's the next one going to start? So obviously I know they're going to correct that because, you know, usually with things like this, you only get better with time, you know? So, yeah. But, yeah, the positives, I feel like, with the tournament were, yes, great setup, great format. Could it have been better? Of course it could. Anything can be better, obviously, in the eye of the beholder, in the eye of the person who's, you know, criticizing it or anything like that. It's ultimately what they decide to do going forward. I will give them credit, though. They have listened to their community over the past few weeks. I have followed their Twitter. I've made sure all the notifications were turned on, you know, and it was just, you know, crazy, you know, crazy to see like how they actually listen to their community. And not a lot of game companies do that, right? Smaller game companies usually are more accepting of constructive criticism because they know their player base isn't crazy big yet, you know what I mean? Hopefully they do continue that once the player base starts to grow more. That is my opinion, of course. Hopefully. But at the end of the day, they did do a great job. Next week is going to be the semifinals and the finals of the tournament next Sunday. So maybe I will be doing a watch along or something like that just to see, okay, who wins and who's like the #1 player in the first ever tournament and stuff like that. But one thing I noticed is there were high-level players playing with two characters in particular, GOLDJU and Wukong. Last night after I went to bed, I actually, right before I went to bed, I actually unlocked Wukong, who he is a quote-unquote meta character. So what that basically means, meta, is it's someone who is easier to use during the game. You see what I'm saying? He's easier to use during the game. That is the best way I can explain it. Now, does he take a lot of skill to use? A lot of people have been saying no and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, he's an overpowered character. That's basically what meta means, right? And we are hoping that eventually they do release, you know, new characters and stuff like that, which I feel like they will. You know what I mean? Like, it's only getting started for Hunters Arena. There's plenty of potential to grow. There's plenty of options out there and formats that they can implement in their game, right? And of course, yeah, that was an enjoyable experience I had last night. A bunch of people came into the chat. A bunch of people hit the like on the stream. And we were having a grand old time. So I'm thankful for that, you know. Then this part of the video is for my audience who, you know, may not be a big fan of Hunters Arena. At the end of the day, it is a video game that I enjoy. Obviously, I get it if you aren't interested in it or anything like that. But, hey, it's one of those things where if you do enjoy it, I respect you and everything like that. I love the fact that there are people on my channel who do support any game I play, like whether it's FIFA, Apex, Rocket League, anything, right? They are showing up, they are there. So I do appreciate you all. But for the people who may not like it or anything like that, I understand. You know, I understand not everybody is going to like every game. But, hey, this is something that is going to grow on the channel. I know it is. This is something that the channel is going to, you know, have going on, because at the end of the day, Hunter's Arena is just getting started. And those of you who know me and stuff like that, I've been looking for a game to actually grow off of for the past few months and trying to see, like, okay, what sticks, you know? What sticks and what's going to happen, you know, with the channel and the future of it. So, yeah, we're also almost at 100 subscribers. I was hoping to get it last night. 3 more people, hopefully. But at the end of the day, it's okay. No worries with that. And yeah, you know, it is what it is. I was using June as my character in the tournament. He is a Slayer when he's used properly. You know what I mean? Now, at the end of the day, I was playing extremely passive, so in a way, his abilities weren't being used to his full capacity, you know? But at the end of the day, he was who I was most comfortable with earlier in the day. I got 2 wins back-to-back with him, and I'm like, oh, yeah, he's a Slayer. So, but now I will, in the future, be streaming with Wukong, and eventually, hopefully, unlocking GOLDJU as well. Those 2 are crazy good characters. So that's the plan, that's the objective for the future streams and things of that sort. Obviously, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know. You know, let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what progress you think the channel is going to make in the future. Obviously, we do got new games coming out at the end of the month, so I'm looking forward to playing FIFA 22 eventually and just having fun with the Creative Club and Ultimate Team in that game as well. But yeah, you know, thank you all so much for all your support and things of that sort over the past close to a month. I'm enjoying streaming on YouTube. It's engaging and I love it. So at the end of the day, I do think we're going to be continuing on YouTube, because the fact of the matter is we are trying to get that amazing milestone eventually of 1,000 subscribers. You know, like, that is going to come eventually. I know it is, but hey, it will not come unless you grind for it. So that is our objective going forward. But yeah, you all, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll be talking to you all later. Okay? Have a good one. Peace.